Sri Lanka's tea pickers are badly hit by soaring inflation. Tea is the island's biggest export, normally bringing in more than $1 billion a year, but the industry is being hard hit by the unprecedented economic crisis. Most of Sri Lanka's tea is grown by smaller farmers, who are still reeling from the impact of a sudden, poorly thought-out government decision to ban chemical fertilizer last year. The ban was ostensibly ordered to promote organic farming, but many suspect the reason it was rushed through in a dangerously hasty fashion was to try to protect the country's dwindling foreign reserves. It was one of a number of disastrous policy decisions implemented by the now ousted President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, with agricultural output falling significantly. It was later reversed, but fertilizer has shot up in price and is still difficult to source, while the government is now unable to afford to import adequate supplies of petrol and diesel. For farmers reliant on trucks transporting tea leaves from their fields to factories for processing, it means delays which can lead to the leaves drying out and reducing in quality. The descendants of Indian Tamil tea plantation workers remain stuck at the bottom of Sri Lankan society. Many of them continue to work under harsh conditions for a meager daily wage. Tea plants cover the hillside like a green blanket, as a group of women carrying baskets slowly begin moving up the rows like small colored ants. For generations, groups of mostly women have worked these hillsides, in tough conditions for little money. To earn a daily wage of 700 Sri Lankan rupees, €3.50, $4.15, plantation workers have to collect a minimum of 18 kilograms, 40 pounds, of tea leaves. Palani is one of about 500,000 workers in the Sri Lankan tea industry. Like most of them, she descends from Tamils who were brought to British Ceylon from the Indian mainland in the 1820s. Tea cultivation was introduced to Sri Lanka by the British after coffee cultivation had failed. To get the industry going, plantation owners needed lots of manual labor, and people from India's southern Tamil regions were recruited into an indentured labor system that tied workers to plantations. Although slavery was outlawed in the British Empire, these workers were unpaid and completely at the will of plantation owners. They arrived indebted and had to pay for their own transportation until this rule was changed and workers lived in crowded shacks without sanitation, running water, medical facilities or schools for their children. Working conditions were very harsh with long hours and heavy quotas.